All right. There we go. It's 8 o'clock. Thursday night, 8 o'clock. I'm Cole House. My brother Samuel. The man of the hour, FELIX GUZMAN. Soundwave.
Going on.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah, I see that. I kind of feel the screen up a little bit too, but you know, I got mine too. Yeah. So, bro, I've been plotting back and forth. Not really back and forth, but I'm having you on for a while now. Glad we finally pulled the trigger. What do you mean you don't got sound, bro?
Yep, definitely.
You can't hear anything? Log out, log back in.
I'm here.
Yeah. All right, so let's start kind of at the beginning, what we usually do. Let's have your bulldog origin story. When you started,
Bulldog origin.
What got you into it? You know what I mean? I always wonder what make a person do this.
I mean, low key, I've always wanted to do dog stuff in general. Like I've always watched, Westminster and everything else. So I mean, met what became my girlfriend, now my wife, and I had a dog already. My roll dog, rest in peace. But Kane, that dog, I did everything with that dog. I could tell him stand on the ceiling. That dog would stand on the ceiling, man. And it was the best dog. It's through college. But we wanted to get another dog, and we were looking, and I wanted something that was good.
Good, I can hear everything.
Oh, there you go.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I wanted something that was like what's going on? I wanted something that was like an in between, right? I didn't want like a bull, like an English bulldog, and my dog Kane was like a Amstaff mixed with bulldog and Boston Terrier, right? Everybody called him a red-nosed pit bull, right?
Yeah.
But it is what it is, But he was my boy, $100 cash, and we was good. That was my best guy, 12 years. But I wanted something that was gonna be able to mess with him, but be a little thicker. So I was like, I saw the Olde. I was like, all right, let me go check this out. Went to Connecticut, went to Nice Bulldogs out in Connecticut. My guy Mike, my mentor in the breeding of the dogs. Got my first dog, Akona, who is now the most titled female in the Oldies.
What's her name?
Akona, Grand Champion Akona.
Akona, okay.
Yeah. That should be. She's in here.
Okay.
Yeah, she's right in the middle.
What year is this we're talking about?
We're talking, 2017?
Okay. All right.
2017. Yeah, it's been a little while now. Now I'm getting up there. I'm starting to get up there. I'm trying to get to that 10,
Yeah.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Hey, you made it past the 5 mark though. That's the ones that everybody.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
It's been a good run too. I've had a lot of ups and downs. Lately, a lot more ups, but I think that's just with the grind. I think now I'm getting to the point where I've got to challenge myself again. So now I'm going to go through a lot more downs, but just on a different level, and then try to get myself to that next level up again. But because, I say, like, I got the first dog. I had never seen any other oldies. He had some impressive dogs. The dog Mellow. This dog Mellow from Buff Dogs, right?
Okay.
Old school kind of. They don't breed dogs anymore, but they were doing mostly Americans. So that blood is heavy American, and all white dog, gorgeous blue eyes, freaking 30-inch head, damn near like the dog was just ridiculous. So then we go, okay, check out some dog shows. We go to Ohio, ABKC. 13-hour trip. We never even been to a dog show. We said, fuck it, we're gonna go check it out. Brought the dog,
Yeah.
you know. We didn't even give a fuck. We wasn't even planning on really showing. We were just checking it out, you know. But I was like, fuck it, let's go. We went, great show. We got into it, and that's where I met my show mentor, my first show mentor, Diane. Diane over there,
Ursroy?
that owned, yes, yep.
Okay.
So
in
and I
Missouri,
met
right?
her and Vulcan. Yep, they live out in Missouri. Her and Vulcan, and rest in peace, Sir Bentley, Grand Champion Sir Bentley.
Okay.
First oldie I met other than my breeders. I never seen another oldie, right? So, you know, big ass dog comes out all white. I was like, damn. Like, okay. Saw her in the corner. I was like, God damn, that's definitely that's an oldie. We met up. She's like, you're gonna get your dog in the show? And I was like, no, we just came to watch. She's like, no, get your dog in the show. Let me see how she stands. I was like, all right, like whatever. Like, I don't care. And you know, she was like, let's get you a handler. Hook me up with Julie Cow. Go in there. She wins. I'm like, okay. And I'm a competition junkie, so I'm like, all right, I like this. I like this. We lose the next one. I'm like, kind of like this more because now I really want to beat you now. Like, like now that you beat me, like you got me hyped with the first one.
Yeah.
Then you hit me with a nice quick right, and I'm like, nah, I gotta come back, right? So I'm like, let's see how she does again. She wins. She gets halfway to champion. I was like, okay, I like this. I think the next show we go to is Allentown. Allentown, the Halloween show. James Cooper. Go there.
Huh? Allentown's pretty big ones, ain't it?
Oh, bro, Allentown. When I went to this show, I was like, the other show was packed, right? It was packed. Don't get me wrong. But when we got to Allentown, I was like, yeah, this is the big show. Like this is something. This is something. There was so many dogs. There was a bunch of oldies. You know, everybody was real nice and welcoming. Everybody from the bully community. It was a great show. But a corner champed out. Ecstatic. Champed out. But by then, I think it was like, the Ohio show had to be, I think it was July. By then, I had learned how to handle the dog. So I champed her out. You know, so that was the cool thing. You know, I finished it out, and I actually champed her out in 2 shows, but I did all 4 shows, and then I looked at all 4 shows. I technically did champ her out myself, even if we didn't go to Ohio. So, but I mean, it was dope. It was dope. Like, dope feeling. Was definitely on a riding a high, and then after that, it was junkie. It was show junkie. I was just every show. You said where? 10 hours. I'm there. 14 hours, I'm there. 18, how many dogs gonna be there? I'm there.
Who's all gonna be there? Yeah.
Like you said 6 shows? Sign me up.
Okay.
Like I was it was, you know, and then I met Heather from Oiler Drop Bullies. We actually met her in Ohio, but we had just we all developed a real good relationship, and I would end up showing her her XL bully, Grand Champion Prince Charmer, rest in peace. Where that dog, I've done amazing things with that dog, but he's the one who really started my handling career, and that's what really got me to get to like more and more shows. Was then. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a competition junkie. So like, yeah, I had the one dog, but there was, you know, certain things like I couldn't get by. You know, she's also a female. I'm taking on a dog that was winning best in shows and is a 4-year-old male in Bentley. So like, and then also that's my mentor too, show wise, whooping my ass, and just the skill in general, still whooping my ass. And I'm coming back. Nah, I got it. I'm watching videos every day, training every day, doing stairs at the college, like crazy stuff that I was doing. Like thinking back.
Stairs, huh?
But it all paid off. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it paid off in a big way. And after that, it was just an avalanche. I actually showed her dog 3 events for free because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing yet. Let me get a hold of this And then like when I'm there and she was like, I respect that. I was like, yeah, I like to buy myself in, even though this doesn't, you know what I mean? I like to earn my way into something like that. Anyway,
Absolutely.
old school, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like to earn my stripes. So got in there, you know, took a bunch of losses, was winning, champed him out, went to another registry, champed him out, you know, actually the one dog that I don't think any other dog will probably hold this title and this accomplishment, but that dog I went to BRC with. I think we did 3.5 years. And this is now he started BRC. I started showing him at 1.5. We started doing BRC probably around 4.5, 5. He passed away at like 7.5, something like that. So like we did like 3 years straight. He lost one show. He lost once. Outside of best in shows, but his breed for XL, he lost once. And that was at Nationals 1 year out of 2 years that we attended.
To who? Come on. I know you know. Forgot.
Oh, to there was a lot of drama. I can't do that. There was a lot of drama. I can't give her the free promotion. I can't give her the free promotion.
I got you.
It actually went to something that was way too much, but I give it up.
Okay.
The dog beat me. That was the one time. It was at Nationals. It was at Best of the Best at Nationals. So we got reserve national breed winner. But that was the only time. No class losses, no champ losses, no grand champion losses, no breed losses ever in 3 years. And we were going at that time between ABKC and BRC. Actually, we slowed down ABKC at that time. We were doing heavy UKC and BRC. But I was going to around 30, 35 shows a year. For like a good 4 or 5 years, I was doing that. I mean, there's 52 weeks in a month.
Yeah.
So just put that in perspective. Like that's a lot of shows. That's a lot of shows. There's a lot of clusters. There's days there was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday shows. I was doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday shows. I was doing Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, all Saturdays. Like it was every weekend. Every weekend. Didn't matter. We was going. We was hitting them. It was it. Like, you know, it was, and I had, you know, I did the transport with it. That's how I was like helping myself fund everything and do everything. And, you know, I had fun, you know, champing out dogs. I mean, that's what I was doing. That's what I was like gassed about. I loved going, blocking other handlers. Like I know some stats on a lot of handlers that like just mentally I know like what I've done, but that's what keeps me sharp even right now since I haven't been around. I still know them numbers and I act like I've never been gone. And I just try to step in right where I was and that's where I go. I just find the dogs. You know, I got to the point where, you know, I'm only looking for quality dogs. I have one goal in mind, is make your dog successful.
Yeah.
That's it. And I don't want to fake the funk as much as like I need to. You know what I mean? Like I like, because like for my dogs that I breed, I try to handle somewhat similar. So like for my dogs, I've given my dogs to any handler, junior or anybody, like over the years, you know, male, female, like, and I've let people handle them, other handlers, rookie handlers, you know, shout out to the people that helped me out because I brought 2-3 dogs. 2-3 dogs are in breed and I can't handle 2-3 dogs at one time. And they've never even handled an oldie. They don't even handle their own dogs. I'm their handler, you know, like, and they handle one of my dogs, but like they beat me because they do a great job. They listen, but the dogs are also trained enough and like the dogs are good, but like the people are also like, all I ask for is have a good energy. And the dogs will respond, you know. If it's all that's all it's about. You know, people ask me, how do you make a dog look like it's yours? It's like, well, I watch you with your dog. And then I listen to you when you tell me what your dog likes. You know, if your dog likes to be baby talk, because like I just watched you baby talk your dog. Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just gonna try and emulate you. So like I'm gonna try and keep that, energy, and then that's how you kind of mold on. I mean, everybody should know as breeders anyway, you gotta find your energy with each dog in your kennel. Each dog has their own very,
Yeah.
very, very individual energy. And you have
Yes.
to be different with each one, Some you
Yeah.
could be
Of
hard
course.
with, some you can't. Some, you got to trick, like, which is the worst. Like, the ones you got to trick. She's quiet right now, but
Yeah. Yeah.
but like that's what I, started to really like. I'll help people in the ring while I'm competing against them. I'll tell them, hey man, fix that foot, move the elbow, and put them on a 3/4. Good. They'll fix it, and then I'll be like, I'll get ready, because now you could judge us. Judge us now. What's your opinion now when we're both perfect? Let's see that now, because I want the real results. I don't want you get rookie luck, and then you get veteran luck, right? It happens both ways.
Yeah.
Let's just put it in the middle. Why don't we both just look the same?
Come on.
See if that works. You know what I mean? That's a nice challenge right there. It's definitely backfired a few times, I have to say.
Yeah.
Taking that loss, needed that loss, but you know what? Felt good about it. I was like, you know what? You earned that. Like, the dog was on point. Like, I would have won that, and I would have been like, looked at the video, and I'd be like, well, all right.
That dog was better. But
yeah, and then I'll be like, damn, like, all right, I did my job, but then it's like, damn, I feel bad too, because it's like that dog was better. Just if they just know a little bit more, they would have got it,
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, so then I'll seek them out later at a show, and I'll tell them, like, and that's what some people I think get taken back by a lot, is like, I'll actually go find you. If I'm just watching the show, I'll go find you, tell you everything that I just watched, help you out, show you it. If you want to, and then like, hopefully you go change it. I mean, if you hire me, you hire me. I'm not doing it for that. But like, sometimes they hire me, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they hire me for one show and just so I can show them what I mean. And then they go. I've seen some people go do some great things with little tips that I've shown them. And then like, I'll just sit there and I'll watch them compete after that. That's like the best. It's like, watch them, teach them, do a couple little things. They tweak their dog, and then they're winning best of breeds, and they're like, they look over and they give you the Jordan shoulder shrug. And I'm just like, hey, you did that, not me. I feel like Phil Jackson out here.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part for me lately, is like just doing those and like watching my co-owns go out there and do their thing, and just knowing like, hey, that blood's there. I know that was my goal. I picked that dog. Let's make it happen. I love that.
Yeah.
That's the best. Like, watching it and just like seeing they send the pictures or whatever. I'm sitting there and it's like Saturday's game day. Like, I'm sitting here waiting for the text message. I'm like, damn, it's 2:00. Didn't you show one yet? Like, I'm pissed off. I'm like, let's go. Where's the result? Like, you know what I mean? Looking at the stats, looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like, the show stuff has definitely got me, I'm a junkie for it. Definitely a junkie for it.
Yeah.
For this breed.
I like what you said about wanting somebody at their best and get judged like that. Because I mean, just last week we had Manny on here from the Dirty Bay English Bulldogs.
Okay.
He said when he first started showing, he had a first place dog, but he got a third place outcome because he had never done it. You know what I mean? And they told him that like, learn how to handle your dog and you'll win. You know what I mean? So
that was me at one point. I was yanking my dog around, pulling her, come on. But I wasn't learning the dog. I was using a chain. That dog is my first dog, Kona, right? She likes nylon. But for the longest time, I wasn't paying attention to my dog. I was going through the motions, but I didn't understand what handlers were actually doing. And that's one of the reasons why I could never charge nobody at the beginning, because I didn't understand like how they did what they did. You know what I mean? I didn't really grasp it. Like, you think like, and that's why it's like, all right. And I just stay quiet. I just watch. I just keep watching. I was watching Diane like a hawk. I tell you. I was watching that lady like a freaking hawk. Like she goes in that ring, I would just sit there, I would take videos, and I would just watch the videos. I used to play baseball, so like it was that was like clockwork for me. It's just another sport. We just going to something different. That's it. And I would watch and stare and like because she's the only oldie that was really showing, like really showing their dog. There's a difference. Like,
Okay.
and you know what? She wasn't showing her dog. Sorry. She was presenting her dog.
Ooh,
She
I
was
got you.
presenting her dog to the judges and to the crowd.
I feel you.
Where,
I feel you.
I was showing off my girl, but I was looking a fool, because I didn't really understand nothing. And then when it clicked, she was like, "Why don't you try this?" And I was like, boom. And I tried it, and I was like, she liked this better. We started doing things, and I was like, that's when I learned, like, I got to figure out the game within the game, just like any other sport.
Yeah.
You got to figure the game within the game. There's always
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
So like once I learned that and learned to move on the vibes with the dog and really listen and watch, really watch, like really, really watch with like I said, just watch the tendencies with an owner. Like I'll pick up people like randomly walking by. I remember this dog not too long ago. Last year, I met them. They were walking by. She signed up for the fun show. Really nice bully, badass head, really nice bully. And I'm like looking at her. I'm like, she didn't sign up for the confirmation. Like, wonder why. And like, I'm like, Miss, you gonna sign him up? And she's like, no, I don't really. He's not really trained. And I'm like, looks happy. Walks on a leash. I mean, I'm a handler. I can help you with that. And she's like, I mean, he's not trained. I'm like, well, my job is to handle the dog. So like, I'll worry about that part. Don't even worry about that part. Cause like for me, I see the ribbon. I see wins. Like that's all I saw. I'm like, don't even. I think I had like two of my clients had backed out. They didn't show up. So like I'm down with those. So I'm like, I need something
I'm
to
already
do.
here. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you look good. You look like you could make some people mad. Like, especially because you said he's not trained. I like that. I like that. That's what I like. I just a happy dog that could walk on a leash. I'm good. Scared dog. That's I probably wouldn't even approach you honestly because it's just a little. That's always.
That could go either way.
Something that takes time. That takes more time. Like there's been one or two cases I've been able to like figure it out, but at the same time, I also still feel bad because I feel like there should be other things I should be working with that dog, not trying to like show him in the ring. I should be like just like walking around with the dog kind of and just like making him feel more comfortable instead of like making him do a job. And like not really a job, but like just making him really like do something that he's not even ready for. So like, I try to stay clear of that. But that dog that I picked up though, not trained, first show. I mean, could you be mad with a reserve best in show? Damn.
No,
You didn't even expect to do anything.
Right? Yeah.
I mean. And then after that, he took like a best in show. The next show, he did a couple. He champed out, and but they were ecstatic. It was great, and that was what I love. Now they handle their dogs, and I love watching them. They're winning with their dogs and stuff, and that's the best part. They were watching me. They learned how to do their photography and everything. They're doing everything. Still great at the shows. I see them. They're great people, great family. It's great vibes. Like as long as you stay like that, I mean, it's always a great time, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to that photography. We got a question here for you.
Oh,
it says, what do you enjoy most about a show? The competition, just seeing other dogs and being a part of something. I think you answered this competition already.
I mean, I come first of all, I'm from New York. My origin is from New York, like from the
Yeah.
Bronx and Yonkers, bro. Like,
Okay.
so, like Holly, like that's first things first. Like, so competition, that's my vibe, you know.
Yeah.
But I, it's not like the win. Like, yes, winning is like my ultimate goal. Obviously, like I'm not here to lose, like duh. But it's within the game that is what I love about the competition. While it's happening, the rush, like I get nervous every single time I get in the ring, whether I know the dog's gonna win or not, whether there's nobody in the ring or not. Sometimes most of the time, a lot of times I've gone in the ring by myself and I'm still nervous because there are people watching. There are things going on. You know, I'm running dogs, so people are trying to get a leg up on me. I've watched people do mirror everything I've done to beat me. And then I have to figure out, I don't get mad. I just figure out another way to try and beat them. You know,
You gotta
I've
make
had dogs
adjustment
with
to the adjustment.
You gotta reinvent. Yeah.
exactly like, you know, I've had dogs with DQs, I've had dogs with faults, I've had dogs where I've had faults. But what I do is I don't cry about it. What I do is I just like, okay, so all right, I know that dog, he don't got a good bite.
Yeah.
I don't gotta tell nobody he don't got a good bite. You know what I'm gonna
Right.
do? You know what I'm gonna do? I
Come
have a
on.
dog here with a perfect bite. Legend. My boy. Grand champion legend. So what I would do is now I'm gonna go in line first. When I go in line and you're behind me, what is the judge gonna do? Go over my dog first. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set the standard of how he's gonna go over both of our dogs. So I'm gonna
Okay.
get real personal. I'm gonna open that mouth and I'm gonna show you every single corner of his mouth. I'm going to show
Okay.
you the extra 6 tooth that he's got in the middle of the little small ones up top, which is not normal. They usually just have 5. So
Okay.
I'm going to show you that. We're going to talk about that. You're going to even look, oh, wow, that's very interesting. And they're all still straight. Very interesting. Wait, a bulldog with straight
Straight
teeth?
teeth. What?
Right.
Now
Huh.
I've just got your brain pondering and like that. I've never seen that. Me neither. This is the first time too. I got
Yeah.
lucky when I
Yeah.
brought. Thank you,
Dig it.
Ocean
Dig it.
Air, and thank you, Kona. But you know, thank you, Pokey Bill. Thank you guys for sending me that semen. Thank you for Nicey Bulldogs for selling me that dog. We got a perfect bite in the building, guys. You know, straight bite. So what I did, like I said, I showed every single stinking corner of that bite. So now you're going over the head, you're going over everything else. Now, when you go over that next dog, what are you gonna do? Ask them to show the bite, and if they just go like that,
Ah.
you're gonna be like, "What is? Can I see the bite, please?" And they're gonna. And I've listened to it happen, and like they're like, "No, like, can I see?" Like, oh, they'll just do it, and they'll be like, "Okay," and like you can go by body language, you know, like they'll do a little. So what happens when I say body language is we'll go around, they'll go around. Now they're pondering. Say everything else is even for them, but that was what threw them off. What they'll do is, and this is what I talk about body language. They'll ask, "Can I see your bite again?" Gotcha. Once I see that, I know I gotcha. Because now I know the judge had us neck and neck. And I was like, damn, it could go either way. But since, like I said, I didn't have to say nothing. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to point you out. I did not have to tear your dog down. I just
Right.
showed and presented my dog to the very best ability where I know he was stronger.
Yes.
And I won.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
That's a very big comment that you just kind of slid in there. Is you don't have to tear anybody else's stuff down to show yours. You know what I mean?
If you got it, why would
in
you?
general, and I'm talking the show ring, marketing puppies, marketing. You don't have to tear nobody's stuff. You could just look at this. This is great. I'm proud of this. I appreciate this. You should too. Not that
Yep,
plus. It's not
that part.
like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like that.
that's the part people
I
lose
don't need
me.
to do that. Nope. Because I've actually torn down my own dogs in the ring to a judge because their explanation was wrong.
Mm.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
It was the first
Yeah.
assignment too. I kind of ripped a new one, but it was I didn't like it because she was against. It was wrong for my breed, and I had to correct it. I had to correct it, and I made sure I corrected it.
Yeah.
Was I
Yeah.
looked at as bad because they looked at my body language when I'm doing this and whatnot? So be it. But I know I did the
Maybe.
right thing because it was literally an explanation of like, she's like, the longer dog moves better. And then I'm like, that's right. But you said you picked the dog that didn't move better. But also, when did we want a longer bulldog?
Thank you. Thank you. Supposed to be
So,
square. A male's supposed to be square.
boom. So I said, my dog's the longer dog that moves well. And you picked the bulldog. So, like, let's rewind that. Yeah, let's fix that part because that's not right. That doesn't sound right. You know?
Yeah.
But you know, if there was some drama from that, whatever. But like I said, that was later on. I just figured out ways to just win. I just figured out new ways. Watched other dog shows. I watched going to UKC was a great learning experience.
Okay.
UKC. UKC. Those old ladies, I swear, boy. They put some knowledge on you, boy. I've handled everything from you know, a Chihuahua to an Irish Wolfhound, like, and to anything, any of the Mastiffs. I've handled all of them. And they've all thrown them in my hands. I've done sight dogs. I've done hounds, and they taught me a lot. They taught me a lot just to get our breed right. And not right, but like just to look at our breed, like, and look at things. And that's how I breed, is like I breed like I'm breeding those dogs, but just put the bully spin on it, the bullier spin on it. You know what I mean? But the goal is to get them. I want them to appreciate our dogs, that the way we do, you know?
Yeah.
And the only way for me to do that is to present them in a way they understand.
Yeah.
You know? So that nice presented dog, that clean, trained bloodline of trained, clean dogs doing the same thing over and over and over. And then I could just go like this and be like, hey guys, what do you think? You guys want to join?
Yeah.
Seems like a cool idea, right? Like, you know, and that's, if everybody can all just like think on the same track. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people that want to get in, but they see like 1 or 2, 3 breeders, and a lot of people like saying they want to do it, but not really doing it. But they see enough at certain times. They've seen the dogs that they want to see, but they want to see more people having those dogs, you know? And that's why I've also tried to comb, because I'm like, I know people want to get in this. Like, so like,
yeah,
try to give them a sweet deal and, you know, get in there. Only thing I want is just to continue doing it. You know, that's, I don't really take much, you know, I don't really want much, you know, I just want, I want to get to that point though, because I think people forget the stud books are open and this breed is searching for its forefathers.
For its decks.
For its everything, for all of them. You know, what the Corso has six founding fathers. Let's say we want 6. Why not? Right.
Right.
I'm trying to be one. I'm trying to be on the Mount Rushmore. Why not?
Okay, so
it's open.
All right. So at this point, who is that at this point?
At this point, what do you mean?
The dogs that you would put there, the founding fathers, the dogs or people.
Founding fathers.
Yeah, so far the people, the stuff that's that place in your mind.
I would have to. I mean, it's hard because, I mean, I got to put Chris Moore up there.
Okay.
Because like some of the dogs I'm thinking of, they're coming from like Americans, so and like my bloodline, I want to give homage to that. But it would be like, as active in the community, I would have to say It's gonna let bringing around breeding and everything else is more active in the community. I would have to say Diane is gonna be up there. I low-key almost want to put Jamie up there. It's sweet. Like, because I know she's got all of that in there.
Yeah.
So, I know she, ventured off. Yeah, I know she want to, venture off in there. I mean, you got to put the guy who got us the dogs in there, Leviat. So that'll be my 4 right now, as far as through the times have put, let's say, a Bird spin on the league, Iverson spin on the league. That generational that have put something in there that's put new hype into it. Like I would say, I just didn't want to take away from her and Shorty Bulls and everything else. I didn't want to. I know she did a little bit of the oldies or whatever, but I didn't want to take away from that Shorty Bulls. Okay, that was the only reason I didn't want to just throw her in there.
Peep it. You're a sports guy, right? Baseball Hall of Fame. The Baseball Hall of Fame is just the MLB, right? But the Basketball Hall of Fame is basketball. It's got college athletes in there, Europeans, and all that. And Jamie
you're right.
Jamie goes in that way. You look at the
whole. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yep, everything. Yep. And that's why she's definitely in there. So then I would say right now, all 4 spots are always for. Those 4 spots I would say are pretty solid. No, you've got. Chris has got generational dogs. Plus, I would say because of the show stuff, he's got a bunch of the national wins. So he's representing the breed, no matter what. How you want to put that? Diane's done literally. We don't have dogs in UKC without Diane. 1, 2, because she's the one that brought them there. 2, what she's done for the show community in that for our dogs, we don't have that without her pushing, even though everybody else was doing the show stuff. But how she did it was what got noticed. It's how it was going. She was there. It was her. When you brought Bentley in the ring, I'm telling you, you didn't see any other dog besides the Bear. The Bear was just another dog that was just spectacular. That's a grand champion, the Bear, of the Bully. Those 2 years that I watched them go at it, 60 plus breed wins in ABKC each. It was just something special because it was only them winning best in shows. You know what I mean? It was just them. It was Larry and Bert. Larry Bird. It was Larry and Magic.
Bird and Magic, yeah.
It was that's what you were just watching. It was you really didn't know who was gonna win. It was because both of them were perfect. So it was you're both gonna have the stats. It's not about that. It's literally about I guess who sneezed on the way around. You know what I mean? Who clipped the pebble and their toe flickered? That's all it came down to. It was crazy. It was crazy.
John said, "What about Gargoyle?"
So, I was thinking about people like that in those dogs, right? There's a couple different other style of dogs that you could think of too. Do you want to put Bull Force in there? Do you want to put a couple other guys in there? But I feel like those guys were in the clash of you're in the clash of Jamie Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm picking one or the other.
I hope Bull Force up there for me because yeah, particularly because Scarface is a dog that people still look for in pedigrees.
I have him in the pedigree. I I know a lot of people that have him in the pedigree. So I guess you could put him up there. We're doing 6. I guess you could put him up. That's number 5. Yeah. I
mean,
feel like
I don't necessarily believe it has to be a
I
set
don't know
number.
how many
Just
people go Bull Force though late. Like I feel like it was because then I kind of want to put Tony. If I'm gonna do that, like that's why I would put Tony Clay, because I feel like Tony Clay has taken Bull Force, in my opinion, better than Bull Force. So like that's why I don't know if I would put Bull Force.
I'm saying I don't say it has to be a set number. It can only be 6. I think of it like, like that dinner at the Hall of Fame.
What we just do?
NFL.
Yeah, top 75.
Who gets to go in that room? You know what I mean? Everybody can go
Who
in
gets
that
to
room.
go in the room? Yeah, definitely in the room.
Yeah.
Definitely in the room.
Yeah.
Definitely in the room. I feel like there's somebody else I'm missing.
What about the dogs, though? Not the breeders, the dogs you think of.
But in what way?
The same way, just the dogs, though. Like, you
like both accolades?
Yeah, Bull Force, you think of Scarface, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what dogs are we talking about?
Yeah, I would say I mean, you could do Scarface, you could do Godzilla. Right? Godzilla, yeah, you could do those 2 guys. Like as far as they really put impact in the dogs, because I mean Godzilla did a lot for Bulky Bill, did a lot for me too, because both of them, I have both of them. So like those, I see that. You know what I mean? So like you could look at that. I mean, obviously Bentley has done a lot. I would say my guy Legend's in there. Oceanair is definitely a guy, but I mean that's right off of Godzilla though. So like,
yeah,
but still,
you know what I mean. But yeah, you throw them in there. They're in the room, like you said. They're in the room.
Yeah.
I would say Old Dirty.
That's Jamie's production Dirty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nino. Buff Dogs Nino.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, that's the stuff that I use. Demetri Matthews owns him over at Quanwell. Yeah, Legacy Bulldogs. So yeah, that's where my line comes from. And when I got a Kona, I didn't even realize like he was coming from what he was coming from and what they were talking about. People were saying that they were like, oh, I want to use that blood, stuff like that. I had no idea. And then they caught me. Then Demetrius hit me up. And that's how I got to handle Marsha. And he was telling me about like everything. And I was like, oh shit, nobody got it. What? Nobody got it. Nobody got it but me. Like, oh my God. Like, all right, then we got to make this good. Like, we got to make this good. And that was my idea when I end up going to Chris, is like I saw the dogs. I went to a couple other people, wasn't sure, but I watched for a long time, and then I just landed on that on Chris. And Chris, he really helped us out. Like they shipped us semen, didn't know us from a hole in the wall. Like shipped us semen. We were in a bind. We were on our way to Florida. We were on our way to Florida for a show, of course. And I had dropped my dog off to my parents. And they were, my now in-laws.
Okay.
And they don't know anything about dogs. They don't know anything. They see the diaper. This is the first time I've ever seen a diaper on this dog.
Right. Yeah.
So but we know she's in heat. We just did the testing. She's ready. We find out on the trip, on the way down, she's ready. They're like, it's perfect. You should do it now. We're like, God damn it. Like, we don't have semen. Like, blah, blah, blah. We're calling. We call. Gina picks up. She's talking to us. He's figuring it out. Talking to Chris. Puts Chris on. He goes straight up. He's like, what do you want to do? Because I was like, we wasn't even ready. Like, da 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 da. Like, this stud went out. We had this deal. Da 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 da. Had money tied up. And then we were just on that trip. So I was like, he goes, what do you want to do? And I was like, I can't. What do you want to do? And I was like, and I've heard this voice before. Dad's kind of the same way. Not saying that he's my dad, but like that straight, like, listen to what I'm telling you.
Yeah. What do you
And
want to
what
see
do
happen?
you want to do?
Right.
And I told him exactly what I wanted. I said, I want to get this breeding done. I have a stud that in mind that I love about yours. Da 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 da. This, that, and the other. I know what will work, what don't. Because I'm like that. I can talk you out of using my own stud that way. Because you'll want to use a dog, and I'll be like, well, I don't like the way it's gonna match up with this dog. Do that. If you want to use it, go ahead. Not, don't.
Right.
Yes, Brian Miller. Yes, Brian Miller. That's who I was actually thinking about. Whatchamacallit. So that I told him exactly what I wanted. And he's like, all right, see him to be there tomorrow. But it's past the time. It's past the time. Oh, wait, you're in Texas. Oh, wait, you got 20 minutes. Oh, wait, he just flagged down the freaking driver and put it on the truck. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Come on.
Motherfucking VP. And motherfucking VP gets there. Or co-MVP because the father-in-law don't know nothing from a hole in the wall, takes a dog to the vet, that another vet that's gonna do an emergency vet gets it done, goes twice.
Come on.
First the breeding twice for us.
Yeah.
And we end up with Legend, Amy, and a few other dogs that just made and are making history. And that's history. So like that's like, and and after that it's just been motivation from there. Like this dog, and every time I got to make this dog and this dog and this dog, and and that's what it's just been. It's just been a consistent. And that's my goal. Is just being consistent. My goal has really just been make sure there's at one point, which I achieved. I wanted 3 dogs in the top 5 at all times. I did that 5 years straight. I had at least 3 dogs in the top 5, and actually did it in 2 registries at a time. So that was the goal. I did that. I've also actually in that same time span, I think it's 3 years, I had 2 dogs in the top 3. So, and that's those are the type of things that I look to try and improve. Like, and that's what I'm looking to do. Like, that's making something really worth looking at.
Right.
Really, really worth looking into. And like you want to know the history. You want to know like that I have the youngest female grand champion ABKC history of any breed. 7 months, 15 days. I mean,
that's crazy.
And she beat 3 grand champions in their prime. All 3 of them have won a nationals, and all 3 of them have been a top dog multiple times. So one of them was her father, and she was a puppy. So I mean, like those are the things that I like stopping or beating grand champion Zero after he was winning 34 best in show straight, and she took a best in show. Get the fuck out of here. No freaking way. And does it at Julio's show in Virginia. Little fun fact. Diana stems from that blood. Hugh Hefner, who he created, and from Incam Bullies. And I actually got a puppy from Rachel Brown. She bought she had Hugh Hefner. I bought a puppy from them, and that's how I created Diana, Grand Champion Diana, to do all those things that she carried on for her parents, who actually were the youngest champions and grand champion in the breed, and she actually went and beat her, which I thought was really freaking cool. That she beats her grandmother, who held the title prior. Okay. So I mean, that was cool. / also another fun fact. Her grandmother, or Hugh Hefner's mother, was handled by Anthony Gray, who he had champion Missy, who looks exactly like grand champion Diana. They look damn near the same. I think Diana just has a little bit better head shape. And she's a little bit taller of a dog, a little bit bigger of a dog. But Anthony Gray is actually how I got to do a breeding to get where I'm at in general, because he told me, why are you mad you lost? Go get them a dog that they cannot deny. All right.
I
I
like
got to
that.
figure
I
out
like
this
that.
breeding thing.
Yeah.
And that comment is what was like, what'd you say about my mama type shit? I was like, no way, this dude just said that. Like, it was like that comment that I forget who said it to Jordan. And the next day he said he came back and put him 26 in the first half. Like, boy, I was like, no way, this dude just said that to me. And then I went
having a rough night, he said. Something like that.
Hell yeah, had a rough night, huh, Mike? Rough night, Mike.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. Oh no, not today,
Came back,
brother.
put it on his head. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no. And he mentored me in showing big time. Anthony Gray, shout out to him. Show me his yard. He taught me though, big time. What he taught me was like putting DNA together. And I had prior knowledge because I used to be a cultivator. So like I knew a little bit about DNA, you knew about making strands and understanding like that whole thing. So like I understood how to do that. Now, but putting it in the language of the dogs and understanding how their pedigree worked, it was very interesting. Even though he's in bullies, he worked with a lot of oldies and he's been around dogs. So like that's what I would get to his yard, and that's where I got like how I breed now. It's not like everybody else, but it's definitely a mix between all of them and taking all the bits and pieces of their best work between, like, I would say Chris, Demetrius, my guy Mike, Anthony Gray, the understanding from the understanding of what is wanted is definitely from Diane 100%. In my goals, because those are my goals, like, and that's what I want like everybody to always understand. Like my goals are to show these dogs. Like I love Cole, my tool. Great to show off. A dog to show off. Fantastic dog to show off. I love that.
That's the fawn and white boy, right?
Yeah. Fawn and white boy, wide chest, big head. Yeah. Ripped up. Love that boy. Freaking ridiculous rear. Ridiculous rear on him. I love that boy. But I'm fine with having one, but I like having a bunch of show dogs. Yep, that's my guy. Yeah, that's a younger picture too.
Yeah.
He's 4 now.
Definitely see the spread.
Yeah. He's short, compact, and just ripped up, and got some of the stuff that is definitely needed. Oh, he's another dog. His actual small teeth touch. His bite is so tight. He's got the best bite in my yard now. In my whole, better than Legend. He's the one I bested, better than Legend. And that's a shout out to Mick and from Roughneck Bulldogs and Bull Planet, Tina Turner from Bull Planet's out in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
That girl, and then putting with him, they gave me beauty. They gave me beauty, and he's put some good bites in too. Like I love his bite. He's fantastic. Yep,
Okay.
Common Dad. Yeah, he's a great dog.
I like him.
Very athletic too.
See if I can get a picture with the rear in it.
I got some somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Anthony Gray definitely helped me with that. That comment, man, that's definitely what drove me to the next level and like producing those. I was like, yeah, you've, and I always tell him too when I see him, it's like because of you. Everybody that gets mad when they lose is because of you. They should. I should start sending them to his house. Like, yo, they getting mad at me, man. They shouldn't be mad at me. It's your fault.
Yeah.
You should have shut up. Just shut up. Just let me be mad.
Yeah.
Now I'm always just figuring it out. Like, all right, fine, you beat me. All right, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out this time. I'll watch. All right, how can I do this? How can I figure this out? And it's like I won't do nothing dirty. I won't do nothing like, some people try to like bring the dog right up on your ass, make the dog turn around. I won't do none of shit like that. That's like that bush league crap. It's not illegal. you know.
Right.
But I don't want to, like, if I'm going to help you out, I'm not going to do something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that just defeats the purpose. But instead, maybe I'm going to, when they ask for 2 laps, you guys want to do 1 or 2 laps? 2. Let's do 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see if you got it. Because, you know, my dog travels the country. You know,
Yeah.
when I was showing Legend, he's been doing this. You know, this is child's play. Let's do it. And we're going to pick up speed and we're going to move. And, you know, if there's a case where, you know, your dog doesn't move well and I catch up and I end up bypassing you, all right, there we go. You know, I mean, I'm not going to mess up my dog because your dog is not there. You know, that's not my problem.
You're not gonna give him the Luka Doncic. Luka's a change of pace, bro. It's hard to deal with. You know what I mean?
No, that's because now what happened? Now you're breaking my gate.
Right.
You're making my dog break its gate. I can't have that. You know, you just messed things up for me. So
yeah, exactly.
What are you doing? Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, Russell, we were talking about the other day. He said, "Why is Luka so? He looks slow. It's that pace. It's that pace. That pace is awkward.
Pace, yeah.
Yeah. So like, and one thing people don't understand too about the show is it's about moments. You know, that win is going to happen in moments. That judge sees one perspective. Not everybody, like, on the sidelines or on the video. It's not the same perspective they see. It's not the same dogs that they see. It's not the same view that they see. It's not the same timing that they see. And they don't see all the dogs 100% of the time. So if you glue in onto your dog showing, you're watching that dog 100% of the time. If not, let's say 90% of the time, right? You know, they're not. If there's 10 dogs in the ring, your dog's getting 10%.
Yeah.
Unless they like your dog. Now your dog has 20. Maybe you did something good with your dog. Now your dog has 30. And that's the point, is gain them views. You know,
Maybe
that's
your
what
dog
you're trying
has
to do.
6 straight teeth on the bottom row, huh?
You know, so like,
Yeah.
it's, you know, you do things like that. I mean, so like, that's what people have to understand. So like, that moment that, you know, I go and I break gate would be the moment that he freaking looks at me and then doesn't like something. Just something he just doesn't like. And now he doesn't pick me. And I'm just like, you got to be kidding me, bro. Like, that's like, you know, I've had judges, your dog broke gate, and that's why they didn't pick me. Like, literally, they just wanted to see my dog flow. We didn't see it. Not saying someone got in the way or anything. Just he jumped, like Legend used to do this all the time. Freaking boy was on go 20 million times. I know Scott goes through it with Luda. Anybody that's handled Diana knows about that with that bitch. For sure. For sure. She's the only dog I have, bro, that I have to talk negative to in the ring. Like, I call her a bad girl so that she calms the fuck down. like this girl goes nuts the whole time. But like, it's good though, because it's happy. She's so gassed up and like she loves it, but it's like, you gotta calm down. Like, we can't do, like, 100 is good, but 300 is not what we need right now.
Yeah.
You know, like,
extra.
Yeah, leave that for like the sleeve or something. We'll go do that and be 300 over there. But in the ring, I just need 100. That's it. Just 100. You know? But yeah, so like that, he would break gate, and I remember like it stuck out to me. He said this to me, and it was in Georgia, and it was the 4th show, and I'm like, I go like, what happened? He looked fantastic, blah blah. He goes, he broke gate, and like turned away from me, and I was like, I like, again, like, it's these things. I was like, you gotta be kidding. Like, I lost everything.
You still sour?
No, I'm not. You know why? Because the next show that he judged that same dog like, I think it was like 6 months later, I took a best in show.
Okay.
Now I didn't make breed because I broke gate. This time I took breed and then I took best in show, and he gave me that, and I was like, he don't know, he don't even know about it, nothing. But in my head, these stats exist. Like,
okay,
I
so
got your ass now.
so
Like, I beat Isaiah.
I gotta ask you because you're a competitor like that. Do you like winning or hate losing more?
Hate losing.
Do you love winning or hate losing?
I like winning more.
Okay.
I like winning more. I actually don't hate when I lose because it gives me something to do.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like I'm not saying
I like the
room.
winning.
Okay.
Like, I like the winning. Like, because like I feel like there's more people involved in my winning. I feel like I can get people involved. I feel like people like when the breed wins. I feel like people in our breed like when the breed wins. I feel like when we lose, I feel like I don't want to drag our breed into the loss. You know what I mean? I feel like I let everybody else down because when I go to a show nowadays, my only goal is obviously to win breed, but my goal is to win best in show. That's my goal.
Right.
I want best in show, and I want it so that more oldies come out, because when they see that, then they know that they're looking at our dogs. So like that's why I like the winning, is because then everybody gets on it, and then when I see the judges and they're like, maybe these dogs are it. Maybe these dogs are it. I mean, look at Eric. Eric doesn't know his clip, but I mean, I know Scott is at like, I'm gonna say like around, for every 4 judges is around like damn near almost 2. He's at like around 2 best in shows per 4 judges. Like 1.5 to 2, which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know, between reserve best in show and best in show, like that ratio of those, he's getting about 2 for every 4 judges. I mean, he did just go 8 shows and get 7 reserve best in shows. So, I mean, the breed is there. Then you got Eric, who's I think is going at about, I want to say around almost the same clip, at least 1.5 to maybe like a 1.7 of getting best in show, reserve best in show for every 4 judges. I mean, that's pretty freaking impressive. And he's doing it with a bitch.
Yeah.
By the way.
Right. Yeah.
By the way. Make sure y'all recognize that. He's doing that with a bitch. So, which is, to me, it's just always the most impressive. Favorite part.
Favorite part, dog breeding. Yeah.
You know?
Just throw that word willy-nilly. Whenever you want to.
Get out of here. They say that on ABC Family. You better stop.
Yeah.
That's how they get away with it too.
I dig that the show ring is your motivation for breeding, because I know, like for us, it's kind of like the opposite. Like we breed dogs because, man, if like I said before, I had 2 grasshoppers, I'd want to make more grasshoppers. We had chickens.
Right.
Eggs, you know what I mean? I'm that part gets me. You know what I mean? Yep. And then so I see the show as like, okay, the next thing that we got to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
And maybe once we get there, maybe that'll become like a driving force. I don't know, but you know what I mean. So to hear somebody that the other way,
hard to turn down.
You know what I mean?
Hard to turn down. Because like you got to think about this though, like. You like breed, you got into it because of the breeding, right? Itself. If you're doing well in the show, there's no way you're not going to be breeding well, even better.
Right.
Yeah.
So all you're gonna do is fuel the original love. If you're doing well in the ring, if you're not doing well in the ring, you should probably still fuel your love for the breeding anyway, because you're clearly doing something wrong. Or something you need to upgrade. Maybe you're moving too slow. Maybe the times move faster. Like for me, for the last few years, like, I tell people all the time, I breed ahead. So the last breeding I did for 2026, 2027.
Yeah.
Even though it was in 2024.
We have to,
that's
because
what I bred
time's
for
not
an
on our
adult
side.
dog. But you don't breed for puppies.
Right.
You breed for adults. So that puppy time is nothing to me. I don't care about that time. Let's get to let's get to 18 months. Yeah. 18 months. Now let's turn the gas on. Let's turn the gas on. Then really start shuffling it up. You know what I mean? Real quick, we can start shuffling it up at that, especially males.
Yeah.
So I mean, it all feels to me, like I said, it's competitive breeding, it's competitive showing, it's all the same. I mean, I just make it so to me, it makes sure that my feelings are out, and it makes sure that it stays on the game. That's what I'm doing. I'm playing a game. It's not real life.
Come on.
Yeah. Like even pro athletes, yeah, but why do you think they don't cry? Because they're getting paid. They're not gonna cry about the game. They'll cry about what's the game inside the game of their contracts, but not the game itself. That's why they don't argue as much. That's why they've gotten rid of all that crap, and it's not it out of that, because
I love doing
it ain't there.
Each other. You know what I mean? I used to love that.
Listen, I want to know if y'all want to be friends. That's fine. Go in a bunker 3,000 feet under the ground. All I want to know is I want to know that Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan want to kill each other. I don't want to know nothing else. That's all I want to know in life. Larry Bird and Magic are just always ready to just shank the other. I just want to always know that. I don't care that they're best of friends since they were 5 years old. I don't know. To me, they were best of friends since 5 years old, because Bird was trying to get him to a point where he's comfortable enough that he could just kill him. That's what I want to think in my head. That this was just an elaborate plan for them to kill each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, the one sleeping. But now we're, you want to go do that in private, go do that in private. But that's what I do. In the ring, all y'all get it. That's it. It's all y'all. But then outside the ring, what's going on? What's happening? You know what I mean? It's whatever. But I mean, in the ring, I'm I'm a goofball too. I'll be doing stuff kind of ridiculous sometimes. Gotta probably slow down with that. But but it's fun though. I think it's fun. The dogs have fun. The judges have fun. I think it's better that way. My dogs don't usually have too much problems with that. Especially dogs I handle. Just try to have fun with it. Gotta be a game.
Let's talk about photography a little bit.
Hold on. I gotta ask you a question. You're from New York, right? You said the Bronx.
Yeah.
I like a list. I'm a sports guy. I'm a rap guy. Give me the rap list. Top 5.
Come on.
Dead or alive? Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Nas and Jay-Z. Give me something. Come on.
I really am not the biggest fan of Jay-Z.
I'm not either, but yeah.
I'm a fan of certain Jay-Z.
Wait, am I doing out of New York or just in general?
No, give me New York. New York's competitive. Give me. I want to hear it.
Oh. New York is just, I mean, my all-time is just, first off is Biggie. Biggie just, and for me, it's the way he tells the story. Not even the story. It's the way because I can literally visualize every single word he's saying. And it's
I know where you're going next then.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Jada.
Okay.
I appreciate him more now in my life than when I was younger.
Yeah. Right.
He's always been my guy. Just if you talking punchlines, my man catching everybody. He catching everybody. I have to go with Nas.
When you said storytelling, I knew it was going there. You had to.
Yeah, I gotta go with Nas. Fat Joe. I mean, not Fat Joe. Sorry, Big Pun. Big Pun. My bad.
Okay.
Big Pun, and I need one more, right?
Yeah, give me
Underrated.
a
Pun was underrated because people only know. Don't be a player, or whatever. That's all.
Yeah,
all they
yeah,
know.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, bro,
Right.
they don't know about Pun.
Still not a player.
Listen,
Yeah, that's it.
listen. Fuck that music. Forget that. Forget that song. You could take that song out of his repertoire, and he's still killing mad rappers, and not just out of New York or East Coast. He's killing mad rappers. And like you would think, but like you can hear some songs from him, and the way he spit is just
Yeah.
I don't even get that. Like what? Run that back. Like run that. And like see, I'm going to go Styles P, even though I really, really, really love Fabulous. Like I'm a big Fabulous guy. Like I really appreciate Fab and his transition in rapping, but like I'm gonna go Styles P.
Fab is another one. People only know that song from the radio.
Yeah, but he's got some. He's got some.
Yeah, he's got some bars. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That was my question. I'm good. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So for photography, let's talk about it.
All right.
So,
go ahead.
Yeah, I know it's hard to showcase a dog, whatever, with cell phone pictures.
Yes. So I don't know the era without
and
it.
By hard,
I know, bro. You know what? You're right.
You see that?
I'll take Styles P out and put DMX. You're right. You're right. I was disrespectful. That's my bad. Rest in peace, my guy. And that's crazy because I used to see him at the high school basketball games. Because I lived in Westchester when I was in high school. I lived in Ossining, and he would go up to Peekskill, and he would go to all the games because he was out in Mount Vernon. So like I would go to those games too. I wasn't on the team, but like I would go to some of the games because I was playing baseball, so I would go support and shit. And he was there, and he would just sound like that. Ain't nothing different. And he would bark, he would just like that. Like everything was a thing and another thing. Like he was just like that. Like so, you know what? Like that was my fault for that. You're right. I'm gonna switch that out and put him in there. Yep, DMX.
Right.
You're right.
All right.
Shout out to DMX. But photography with that, it is like the hardest thing when showing a dog. If you're running a dog, right? And like with our dogs, like we talked about, there's no forefathers, right? There's no real like stamp on bloodlines. So even though we had the Mount Rushmore, that's just dogs that have created, but we never established what is their bloodlines or whatnot. Like those are still just dogs. Are they still active? Are they still really affecting the breed now? You know what I mean?
Right.
Are they putting more impact now that we're at this point? That's what you got to really ask yourself. And it's the same thing with photography with these dogs. Like you have to pay extra attention. You have to really look at angles and understand what you're showing, because you could be showing the wrong thing. You could be showing the right thing. You could be, but you have to know what you're showing too. It takes a full team. I talk to all my photographers, and I always tell them my DQs, I tell them my faults, I tell them what I absolutely don't want to see, and I try to talk to them and try to get them because they're looking at me, so I need them to be vocal, right? I need my photographer, but the best photographers will move you versus you try to move around with them. That's what I've seen. The best ones will like position you, and when they know how to position you right, it comes through. And that's seasoned photographer, seasoned handler. That thing, and that goes in also working together and growing and them learning what you like and don't like. And being honest, both of you being honest. Like I've gone to photographers, I've paid, and I've not taken one photo. I was like, no, I don't like any of them. Like, that's it. We're doing it over. Like, not like that, but like, you know what I mean? Like in my head, I'm like, we're just doing this shit over. Like, I'm I'm not buying any of these. So then I'll tell them like, hey, I know we worked hard, whatever, but like the next show, you know, you don't have to send these over. I'm good. Keep the money. We'll reshoot, you know, and we'll get it in. I'll just make sure and I'll point to them. I'll send them a picture with the drawings of like what like I don't want to see and what we can improve on, because I'm not just fixing my dog. I'm fixing your catalog. Right?
Yeah.
It goes hand. Listen, you need 2 of these to wash them. Can't just do this by itself. That doesn't work. We need 2. So let's wash our hands. Let's help each other out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how I see it. Where if I can correct you with my breed and you can go to my breed and look at my breed, and whenever you get some dogs in my breed and you showcase them right, even when I'm not there,
right?
You look good. I look good. They look good. We all look good. Now we all eat, because now people want to book you, and now people want to buy an oldie, or people want to show an oldie, or people want to buy me because I handled that dog, because I stacked him like a champ, like, or whatever it is. Someone is eating off of that. It's just a tree. Pick your apple. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what people got to understand. Like, we can all eat. Like, I'm not a big guy, but you know, I'm like, buffets don't like me. You know, and it's funny because everybody else still eat too, even though I'm eating all the food. Everybody else is still eating somehow. I don't know how they still eating, because I'm eating all the food, but they still eating because there's enough food for everybody. That's why, you know, and that's plain and simple. Wherever you go, there's enough food for everybody. There's enough in this game for you to go. You can show in Arkansas, you can show in California, you can show in Idaho, you can show in freaking Texas, you can show in New York. You can show anywhere you want to go. You can breed these dogs anywhere you want to go. You just got to go do it. And when you go do it, you got to be mindful, especially when you put yourself on these platforms. Like when you're with the show stuff and you're representing the breed, like especially at early time, like we are, you have to be mindful. You know, I mean, it's for your own brand too. You know, people also want to know that you're doing your things right. You know, because that's how I would look at it. Is if you take a picture with you know, with something that's with a super high rear, right? Blatant as all day, you're clearly inexperienced.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not gonna just assume you're an idiot. Like, I'm not assuming that. I'm assuming that you just don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm giving you benefit of the doubt that you just knew. Okay.
Yeah.
Now when I ask you, do you see anything wrong? And you say no, and I'm like, okay, so just describe to me the dog. What do you see? Like, what are the shapes? How are the lines of the dog? Like if you were to outline this dog, what do you do with your finger when you outline the dog?
Yeah.
And they'll go like that. And I'm like, does that look like normally what you see dogs look like? They'll go no. And then they'll be so like right there. I don't have to even tell you nothing. They go, oh, there you go. Now you start figuring things out. Now you start looking. Now you start paying attention. Then you start looking at pictures. You're like, oh, my dog doesn't look like that. Let me try to get that dog. So that's also the other thing. If you're showing and you're winning, people that don't know nothing, they're going to look. They're going to try and match what you show them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a picture. So first of all, we're in control of that. Right? We're in control of that one. Especially if I'm posting it. I'm in control. So that works. But that's like the biggest thing is like so many people look, because I remember I would look at dogs, and there's a lot of dogs that I would then see in person later on after I learned a lot, and I was like, man, I was dumb. I don't know what I was looking at. Not that like the dog was bad, good, bad, or anything. Yep, that's Cole with his son.
Yeah.
His son owned over there, big time Olds.
Just nice pictures. Oh, that's
Freak.
Freak?
Yeah, that's Freak. That's his son. But yeah, that picture of Cole on the left is taken in Texas, at Houston at Nationals, and then and that's by Mercedes, and then the picture on the right is by Abba, the GOAT, Mr. Abba. Yeah, those. I mean, those. I believe it's stacked by Hannah as well. I stacked Cole, but I think like those are You know, Freak turned into a show dog, champion Freak. Let's give him some respect. Wasn't even supposed to. I picked him as a tool. I knew he would be good confirmation, but looking at his father, I wasn't sure if that would keep. You know, like here, if you notice on the dog, great spread and all that. That's all well and nice, but he lacks a little bit of the forechest. I would like a little wider of a rib cage if you see the gap under the elbow. And he is a little bit loose up there compared to if you look at his son, who was bred to Diana, who is the show dog, who's very full in the chest and tighter in the shoulder. He still has the spread, but it's a lot fuller. What was literally my goal. But I wasn't sure if anything would emulate Cole. I didn't peg him specifically as a show dog. I put him as he should be a tool no matter what. Possibly show if everything turns out. Turns out it's kicking butt. So hey, turn show dog. Cole has himself a show dog son. You know, but he's the tool. I mean, I've been told you get him in the ring and win best in show, and I've told him no. Like he should not win best in show. He should not win best in show. He should not win best in breed. He should not win best of winners. Marvelous dog. Fantastic dog. Beautiful dog. Has a remarkable head, but not the right head, not the right ears, not the right chest. Just they're not right. They're great. They can add, they can give you what you need, but they're not correct in what you look at his son, way better representative of the old English Bulldog.
Yeah.
The mix of those breeds in the middle. You cannot go any way with him. It is all in the middle. You see every aspect of the four breeds in that dog.
Yeah, definitely see
the
rib cage.
Versus Cole, which is different. You know, Cole's giving you them American vibes, you know, all day. He's giving you an American Bulldog all day. He's literally like the midget of American Bulldogs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to somebody who doesn't know any better, especially because he has a full tail. So to somebody who doesn't know any better, he's just straight up an American Bulldog. Like the midget of American Bulldogs. You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I stay true to my stuff. Like, if it's a tool, it's a tool, man. I try so hard to just like, you know, Amy, she was in the litter with Legend, and you know, she's a tool definitely nowadays, especially the way she's built. But when I champed her out, she was definitely show worthy. But also at a time where we were transitioning through like thicker dogs, bullier dogs, but also showing really nice, you know, looking really nice. So like she kind of jumped into that. That is Luda's son. That is Mr. Phil.
Yeah.
Now champion as well. BRC. He is the next coming right now. He is something I'm very proud of. I love that boy. I like him a lot. He's a big goofball here. Yeah, he's effing Phil, apparently, you know. He's got a lot of personality, we'll say.
How old is he?
And you think he's a Frenchie. He's now, in this picture, I think he's around like 13, 14 months. Right now, yeah, they're like 15 months or so. So he's definitely, he's popped a little bit since then, but he's definitely on the up and coming, something to watch out for. I like that boy. He's like Luda and Amy mix.
Nice tight feet. I like the nice tight
feet.
And
that's an extreme bitch and a tight male.
Yeah.
Tight show male. So, and I mean, most of the breedings that I've gotten, these in-between dogs that can do these things, is I'm taking something tight and I'm putting it to something a little nasty.
Got you.
How tall is it?
That dog?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I want to say when she was showing him, he's about James Brown, and James Brown is about 18 and a half, I believe. Okay. So he's got to be around 18 and a half, around there. Okay. Maybe we get a little bigger, maybe, but I think he's just around that area. I co-own him, so I actually haven't seen him since he was a puppy. in person. But Mindy's doing a fabulous job with him. Mindy's showing him he's winning. He's actually another dog for the oldies representing and Soundwave. Winning those best in shows at pretty much almost 2 shows every 4. Which like this year in general, what these OEBs are doing in the reserve and best in show winnings are ridiculous because it's not one dog. Like I give everything to Diane, right? But she was the only one doing it. There weren't other dogs doing the same thing. This year, there's 3 dogs literally every weekend. They are winning at a big clip, at a reserve or best in show, status. Like every single weekend, if one doesn't go, another one goes, and they're winning. If he don't go, another one is winning, and if he don't go, another one is winning. I know Tina's been out a few times with her dog. She was winning. I know she has a few offspring off of like Rolls, Ocean, Legend, and then she's got Legend grandkids as well that she's done everything with. I have no affiliation where I've done nothing. She's done a great job. Great job. She bought a dog off Travis who used Legend, and she's done a great job with what I have no complaints what she's done with the blood. I absolutely love what she's doing. And like I said, Eric is doing great. He's doing great with his young boys too. They're on the come up. But like him with his girl, and then Phil and Luda, I'm just in awe at what they're doing, the way they're winning. Just the way that they're winning and the volume is crazy.
So how many times you see somebody come out there with like their first dog and just be a force with it, or does it take a dog or two to learn what they want?
You got to find the rhythm, man.
Most of the time, it's the rhythm. It's most of the time I got lucky with Legend. I always say that I got lucky with Legend. Right, my first breeding, and like for 4.5 to right, I showed him for 4.5, 5 years. He's 6 now. He was, in my opinion, consistently a problem. Maybe he didn't dominate. Like there was time frames that he did dominate. When he actively showing, he does hold down the South. He does hold down the South. When he was actively showing, he would go down there and he would beat out in Georgia, in Florida, and Virginia, and the Carolinas. He would beat out. That is where I definitely will say that he definitely held that area down. Going out more, like there were losses, but we're talking about 6 shows. He's winning 3 to 4. So I put that number in there. Midwest was always giving us a problem with Diane. Such a headache with her.
So you're talking about more based on the competition in that area, then?
Right. Yeah. Competition. Yeah. So I would say she always giving me a problem. Always. Never. I mean, even when she got Winslow, that was when he can compete, against him, and that was always great competition with her. In the Midwest, that would be where I had a lot of battles over there, with also with Fatima and Omar. I would have a lot of battles with them and BRC, going back and forth, holding down their Ohio area.
Okay.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
I know they're usually showing out there pretty active for Ohio.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that big Pringle dog. I forget his name. That dog was freaking crazy. It was like freaking 120 pounds, some shit like that. It's huge.
So we got a couple of big ones coming up. You plan on popping out, or
big ones as in Beast of the East?
Beast of the East. They got the IOEBA next month. That's their first show in I don't know how long.
I know. I can't go to that one for sure. That's the wife's 30th. We're throwing the party for her. So we all know that if I want a place to live.
Say less. Say
No,
less.
Italian Jersey girl. Okay, yeah. Listen.
Okay.
I'm not stepping on no toes over here. Okay.
Oui. Yeah.
Listen.
Forget about
You
it.
know, I got the fig trees and the basil trees and the tomato trees growing outside. Okay, tomato plants,
Already.
literally
Yeah.
on deck.
Yeah. Already.
You know,
Yeah.
and then Beast of the East. I don't know that I'll be able to make it that weekend. I have some plans with family. So I don't, as if everything stays on, I probably won't be able to make it this time. I was out for the last one, but I was also ready for it last year, but I was like, I like that they skipped it, but then we have some stuff going on. So I don't think I will be there. I know a bunch of my dogs will 100% be there. 3,000%. About that one. Yes, they will definitely be there. There'll be some shown, and then there'll be some there just chilling out there.
All right.
I thought about seeing if maybe I can get maybe let somebody, if depending on who's going around, maybe I'll even get Cole out there, for people that want to see a little beast. Let him represent for those little monsters.
Little pocket
But
rocket.
we'll see. We'll see. I'm protective over him though, so we'll see how that goes. My only guy like that, you know what I mean? Great guy, open ears, all that. I'm not worried about none of that, but it's just that's my guy. So
Yeah, say less. I already
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
But
Yeah, well, I have to ask about those too. I feel like that's my responsibility. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I'm actually really upset because I don't have time to go to nationals, and I'm really upset that it's in Georgia. But I already had that plan that I wasn't going because thought I was in Texas. So I had made plans, but I know now that if it starts moving around, I like that.
Yeah, my concern is for us, whatever. It's really those two.
Oh yeah,
that's oldie stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's oldie stuff. Yeah, I feel you on that. I am excited, definitely though, to see all the pictures and videos from IOEBA. I'm definitely hoping that there's a lot of people that show up. I really think it's very important for everybody to show up. I really think that whether you've been active or not, if you want to get more active or not, either way, I think you should just go. If you're able to go, I really hit him with a Tony. Why not? Say it backwards. You know what I mean? There is no reason why not if you can go. If you have the time, go out there, see some dogs, chill. Even if you're not breeding right now, go out there, see some dogs. You was breeding at one point. You like oldies. Go check them out. Those guys that are going, bring your dogs. Don't say, oh, maybe I don't. Not bring the dog, man. Just bring the dog. I did it 13 hours, and I was look at it now. And I wasn't planning on nothing. I wasn't doing nothing, and I'm doing everything.
Right.
And I love it. And I love it. Just bring the dogs out. We can't grow. We can't get. The only way we're gonna get people to stop calling us English bulldogs, the only way we're gonna get people to stop calling us anything else, is by showing them what the dogs are, correcting them on the dogs, and just showing that there's more people, not just more dogs. You know what I mean? That doesn't show us nothing, one dog could have 10, 12, 15 puppies. That don't show anything. But if we can have 20 people breed one dog and they all breed 5 dogs, look at that. You know what I mean? That's still building. So I think everybody just needs to go out there, bring your dogs out, show your dogs, show them off, get told what's right, what's wrong, and get in the lab, and let's bring out more dogs for the next one, and just keep building, because the only way we're going to get to the point of people taking us serious, registries taking us serious, is if we take our own stuff
serious first. Yes.
We got to take ourselves serious. So those events, and I feel bad not going, but I also know that I also did a lot of groundwork, so I'm not too bent on it. I know that I'll be back to be at some of these events. I know it's not like it's just right now, you know, we've got some stuff going on. Work has been big, you know, we're doing like GM stuff, you know, at some point we're looking to, you know, expand our own, you know, through here. So like, it's like a lot of stuff like life, you know, just newly married now. We're going on our almost the second year now, you know, be year 2 in October. So like, it's like, you know, that part, but like I gave like 5.5 years strong, like of being in everybody's neighborhood, going to some yards, going to your state and showing in your state, you know, showing off dogs, leaving cards, leaving stickers, leaving people's impressions, taking pictures of people at gas stations, all that stuff. Just trying to tell them like what's good with the oldies, Like, oh, I've had that, but you ain't never had one of these. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I love it. You being like in Walmart with the dog. Oh man, that's great. What is it? It's an Old English Bulldog. Oh man, my grandpa had a Jack Russell when I was a kid. Like, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, sir.
Yeah. So he had that, and you had an oldie. All right, here you go. Now tell the grandkid next one. Now tell him that you had an oldie, so that he could go and he could come back over to my grandkid and tell him that he had an oldie and he could get another one.
Yeah.
You know, so it's, you know, but like that's, I think if everybody can go there, take mad pictures, take videos, put it out there, show people, put it out on your pages, on all your social media. Let's really get that out there. People go live, take regular videos, all of it. Like, make it an experience. But it's only going to be experience if you get the dogs out. Like, you got to get the dogs out. You know, that's the one thing I just stress. Don't worry about everything else.
Yeah. John says his mentality is so positive for the community. Very well said. We need to unite and show out. Much respect.
Yeah, just go out there. Like, and like I said, if you lose, now you have something to do.
Yeah.
Like, winning is fun. Don't get me wrong. It's crazy great. But, you know, when there's no good dogs, when there's no this, and like, and I'll challenge myself. Like, I'd be like, that dog's ready. You got, like, you know, I've done that before. Like, even with my own dogs. At first, I didn't like if they beat each other, but then those dogs went and beat like crazy competition. So then I appreciated it. I was like, all right, well, you know what? Like, this dog beat 3 national winners. So if I can beat my own, even though if James Brown can beat Diana now, it's pretty impressive. You know, I would say so. Like, you know, and then he goes out and actually beats the other dogs, his own father and everything else. Like, pretty freaking impressive. Like, I like it.
Yeah.
But I need everybody to have that same thing. Because, you know, if 4 or 5 of us are running around with 2 dogs versus 10 of us, I mean, that makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. You know, even just the 5 people, just the 4 or 5 people more makes a huge difference. Like, it really does. You know, and each one of us bring 2 or 3 dogs. Like, at one point, I was driving around with 2 or 3 kennels worth of dogs. I was driving around with 6 dogs. My kennel, Malcolm, rest in peace, his kennel. And I had Torres's dogs. I've had Demetrius's dogs. I've had why am I blanking right now? Down in Tennessee.
I'm not sure. As soon as no one knows what you're talking about no more, it's gonna hit you.
Yep. I'll remember at some point. But there's a bunch of dogs. I would go around with like 5, 6, 7 dogs. All oldies. And I would show all of them. Of them. You know, and I would be running around. Felix, we need you in the ring. Felix, we need you in the ring. I'm in the ring, just not the one you want me in. I'm in this one. So I was like, but like, it was great because I feel like now everybody else is doing it. I feel like it's one of those where, well, everybody else is doing it. This is the one. This is the one where everybody else is doing it. Yeah, guys, come on. This is the one. Not the whole bridge. That one you can avoid that one. Jumping off the bridge, yeah, avoid that one. But this one's like getting on the bridge and just like coasting, you know?
Yeah.
Let's go for a ride, you know?
Yeah. I think we're gonna get traction. More traction.
I think that we'll get traction if everybody, you know, plays nice and plays the way they should play. You know?
Yeah.
Have a good time. Have a good time. Show some dogs. Just represent the breed, you know?
Yeah.
People want to see the dogs.
Yeah.
But you've got to want to show the dogs. What is it? What is the worth of it just sitting in the backyard? I mean, what bad could it do for you bringing it out outside of like an aggressive dog? What negativity is it going to bring your kennel? Unless it's a really bad dog, but I think though even then that it will help you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I look at it all the time like. Jessica Cook is the one who taught me about what a good rear is. She showed me a dog. She said this, and this, and I was like, oh, because at first, you know, people would say the rear, this, the rear, that, and I'm like, just don't see it. I mean, that's a loaded question. That's a loaded question. But I mean, parallel lines, you know, thick inner and outer, you know, good croup set, you know, like I said, parallel lines of the hocks and the legs, everything, like, you know, feet underneath, like, you know, balance and power, being able to be balanced enough to give power. You know, that's what makes a good rear. Being balanced enough to give good power, even when not even needed. So it just looks powerful.
What Miyagi say? First learn stand, then learn fight.
Yes.
Balance, Daniel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But that's what it's about, you know, and balance is always different. I see a lot of that too, which is very hard in bulldogs because we're not technically supposed to be fully balanced. It's balanced within our standard, but not balanced.
Front end loaded a little bit.
Yes, because it's not balanced in dogs. It's balanced within our breed. Yeah. You know, because we are a breed that does like other around things goes crazy. So like our shoulders are like in the middle versus forward or too far back. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're in that middle ground. So like we're still a bulldog, but we're a working dog. But that does mean we're going to have a wider front than the rear. Tad. It shouldn't be crazy, but a tad. So like, but that means you're also not balanced. One is bigger than the other. So like, that's why it's loaded. You know what I mean? Like it's very, you're not going to have, the only way you're going to have the super fluent where it doesn't move a little bit like a bulldog is if you're totally balanced, but then what do you also lose?
Tight. Bulldog.
Right.
Oh.
And, you know, they say, and I actually shared a post the other day that someone from Poodles even said, when you lose type, what do you have? Exactly right. I don't know. Right. I don't know if you lose type because now it's just a dog. Yeah. It's a dog that you got that was outside in Puerto Rico, I guess. I don't know. You know, it's just a wild dog.
A village dog?
Yes, just a village dog at that. You know, if it doesn't have a type, then that's, I guess, what we're going to categorize it. You know?
Yeah. Right, that's the
dog that. Huh?
That's the identifier, the type.
Exactly. You know, like we know certain dogs for distinct characteristics, and a bulldog is always known for being wide.
And front end characteristics.
Yes, like just big. Just even though they're not that big.
Even the bad things, the bowed out, whatever, people think of bulldog, they think that. Yeah.
Right. And you know, we got to fix a few things. We got to do to get that totally, you know, rearranged. Like, but at the same time, it's something that you still keep within reason. Is you got to know what it is. Like it's the only way. There is nothing else. You have nothing if you don't have type. That's just it. You know. Yeah. You know, you can get mad about it. You can do that, but at the end of the day, if you don't like, I always say that there's different jobs in this too. There are people that can showcase dogs. People that showcase dogs cannot be breeders because they won't do what's necessary to get a show dog. Because they only want like the show dog. So like
You
when
gotta
they
have
look
some
at a
big
dog,
uglies.
you do. And like that, I was at that point at one point. And then Anthony Gray said that, and that's when I was like, oh, I need some uglies. You know,
Yeah.
and not uglies, but you know what I mean. Like I need something that can get down and nasty.
Yeah.
You know, and that's like people that just showcase dogs can't do that. They can't do that because they just want the prim and proper and only that. So
Yeah.
they stay in that lane and just show dogs. Buy show dogs. Buy them
Yeah.
specifically for that. Don't buy them to
Right.
try and breed them and get that. Just go and
Yeah.
get yourself another one when you want another one. You know?
Yeah.
You don't need to add to the breeding of it. It's pointless. You know, you're just going to be running around chasing your tail. Then there's people that breed tools. Then there's people that, like for me, I breed to show. Like I breed for you to be able to show. So when I'm
Yeah.
selling you a dog, I'm breeding that, or I'm selling you a dog that I know if we breed it, this is what's going to get you into the show ring. I know this
Yeah.
is 1 out. You're 1 out. Just do that, you know? And I think that's when people start knowing their lanes that way, I think it also becomes easier for
Yeah.
everybody. You know,
So
you're not trying to do too much.
how soon can you like identify like what a show dog would be in the litter? Like at what age you start looking, paying attention, prospecting? You know what I mean? Can you see certain stuff right away?
I mean, yeah, you'll always see stuff right away. You'll see stuff that sticks out. Show wise, though, obviously that's got to be when they stand.
Okay.
But I would say I start stopping when I walk by the box for shows prospect wise around 4 to 5 weeks.
45
No,
weeks.
no, I said 4 to 5.
Hey, I
But
got
maybe, yeah, like right at 4 weeks is when I give like a good stance. And it's like I'm walking by and I'm like,
at that point,
rewind,
what do you say?
rewind, hold up.
Right?
And then, but like then it's like, okay, I saw it. Now I've got to see it every time I walk by.
Okay.
Every time. If I don't see it every single time, and I don't put the color indicators at all because I don't want to trick myself into picking the same dog. I want it to be instinctual that it ends up being that same dog every single time. Like one of the litters with Phil, 2 chocolate tries in the litter. Couldn't tell them apart half the time, except for when there was just that difference. It was just that different. You know, you could just see it. It just becomes in your gut, and then solidifies that 8 weeks. You should know what you have, and then after that, they usually, even in the lanky stage, they still impress you in certain ways that other dogs might not. Even everything's just straight, or their feet are just like really nice, or the way they move is just something else, or the way the attitude is, you know, that's big too. That's really big.
I like them dogs that don't have no lanky stage. Those are the ones I
A lot
like.
of time, but a lot of times they're not show dogs.
Oh, I
That's
acknowledge that, and
That's
I'm cool
fine,
with,
and that's
and I'm
fine.
cool, and I'm comfortable in my, you know what I
Absolutely.
mean, with that. Yeah.
And
I'm
like,
good.
don't get me wrong, like even like Diana had a lesser, like her lanky stage was very small, but it was there. Like it's just it's there though, but you see everything you need to see. You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait. And if you know your line, you know your blood, you know your timeline.
Yeah.
You know?
Patience is the virtue, because I know for me, I'm like day one. I like that's the one right there. I just something, you know what I mean? And I'm
Oh,
that
so,
type. I'm that type though. Like, okay, look,
so
there's
you picking on the
people.
video when he putting the sperm up.
Now I'm saying, look, there's people. Oh, if hear me
Yeah.
out though, there's people that really labor over a decision and are whatever meticulous about it, right? But in the end, you still could get it wrong. So I'm the type I'm like, okay, let's do that and let's just ride this horse, see where it goes. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
And I don't know that either one is right or wrong, but you know what I mean?
And honestly, like, I'd rather have sometimes a little bit of doubt. Like looking at I don't know, for like a couple of days, like a week or so or some shit, like a month, like because then I know there's another stage, but like it's harder when those dogs just impress you the whole time because you're like kind of waiting for the ball to drop. I'm not saying it's a bad drop, but it could be a bad drop because it hasn't dropped yet. So it's like it could drop, but at least like when you come in, like when it's a dog, like it impressed the hell out of you,
Or
and
the
then
ball
had a
don't-
little bit of a rough.
Or if one of the balls don't drop.
That might be a
gotta
bad
give it a
one.
shot.
But also,
Hey.
it's like one of those, like, then you get something late though too. Like people don't even know, like certain things you can get late, like rye. You can get that at like 4 or 5 years old. Like I still check my dogs. I still check my dogs. Kona's 8. Like, not that it matters even in that because she's barely got teeth on certain parts, but like you still want to check because then like Legend, I ask for pictures, like how's it looking, so then I can also gauge like what he's actually doing. You know, is the bite staying true? Okay, they are. Well, blood is making it stay true. Okay, that is. Let's stick with that. You know, or what types?
What was it? I forget the guy's name. I seen him on one of these other American Bully podcasts. And
Ray Cooper.
What?
Ray Cooper is one of the breeders that I was bone crushers.
Okay.
I was one of the breeders that I was showing all his dogs.
Yeah.
Ray
So
Cooper,
this dude has a litter of bullies, right? And I think there was like four boys in it or whatever, or 5, and all the other they all champed out. They're all grand champions from the same litter, except the one the breeder kept, and his testicle didn't drop.
Even in that, because she's barely got teeth on.
I'm saying like that was
goddamn.
All the other ones, grand champions. The whole litter, except the one the breeder kept, testicle didn't drop. I was like, oh, that hurts to say it.
It really does. Like all of that. And then bam. And you got it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's crazy.
I look at it like this though. I'd rather be the one that got it. So like even when I'd rather y'all get the really good dog and like I'll take the one that didn't work out. Like it actually happened with Legend, you know. Like he's a co-own with my wife's best friend from college and / my friends. And I told him, I was like, this is either gonna be a good dog or a fantastic dog. That'll be a fantastic dog. But it was definitely one of those where I said that at 6 weeks he would win a nationals. I said that at 6 weeks. My first litter. And I did tell Gina, and I'm pretty sure she thought I was clinically insane. I don't even know if she remembers, but I'm pretty sure she was like, "This motherfucker's dumb as fuck." Like, if you think you're ever like, I was like, I don't know, Gina. Something about this dog, and somehow we named him John Legend, and then ends up being I don't know how it all worked out, but it worked out. No, it worked out.
Yeah. It's worked out. Yeah. Well,
But
man, we're gonna put.
Oh,
we're
we
gonna
are
wrap
2
up this
hours,
one.
huh?
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, hold
all
on.
good.
Time out.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. LeBron or Michael?
Oh, you better stop. You better. Did I bring anyone else up during our whole conversations?
Homeboy Homeboy over here don't like that.
Well, he probably noticed when I never brought up that guy.
I noticed every time you brought him up. I like it.
It's just different. It's different because
Braun's different.
It's different, and in my opinion, and everybody will probably crucify me for this, I'm not surprised by LeBron.
Felix hates LeBron.
No, I don't. Like, it's just
that's what the people say, though. But that's what the people say.
No, but it's not that I hate him. It's just I feel what he's done doesn't surprise me.
But that doesn't make it any less amazing. Because it is amazing.
But when a guy that wasn't supposed to do all that, and then also isn't built the same way with the same health, which he's blessed with, but the guy did all that stuff without those things.
Smoking and drinking too. Come on.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, people try to take credit away from Babe Ruth, and I'm like, because like he didn't play with like black players, right? But my man was smoking cigars. But my man was smoking cigars, playing when there's poles in the middle of the outfield and pitching. Bro, the dude was still doing some crazy shit. Like, wild. Not and like him giving himself disadvantages.
He was sabotaging
giving himself disadvantages and still conquering. Because I even saw a thing. I saw an interview with Barry Bonds not too long ago. 60. They asked him if he could hit 100-mile-an-hour fastball now.
Yeah,
I said that too. Of course, like because 100-mile-an-hour fastball in 1903 and 100-mile-an-hour fastball in 2025 ain't no different.
There's
a fastball is a fastball. It's a fastball. There could be more of them, but I'll tell you right now, when I was 15 and I was playing baseball everywhere, and the kids from the Dominican Republic were coming over throwing 94 at 15, 16. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And they could hit all my fastballs. I was throwing upper 80s. And then when I got older, I got to 90. But they couldn't hit a changeup or a curveball to save their life.
Yeah,
I mean, like you give Barry one of those and off speed, that's different. But
he's still torching.
That's what he's still taking you yard. Like, but like when it comes to MJ, man, I don't need the championships to show him that he's the GOAT.
Okay, who's number 2?
I don't personally like championship. Hold on. I don't even like championships being part of the discussion because it's a team award.
It is and it isn't.
It is and it is.
It isn't. Because look, in general, when someone's an MVP, we're gonna go 80% of the time they're going to the chip.
They quit giving LeBron stuff because the voter fatigue, whatever that we never they never worried about that stuff back in the 90s. You know what I mean? That wasn't even you know what I mean?
But he shouldn't have got Rookie of the Year.
Melo should have got
Rookie of the Year.
The only one that deserved it, Melo. He was literally Player of the Year every month. Like what? What?
That's that New York bias right there.
He was in Denver at the time.
That's that Syracuse right there.
Oh, true. There you go.
This we can have this
talk. Why you put me in a box?
I'm just saying though. Yeah. I'm always in sports, dude. Look, I've always been attracted. I'm a fan of the things that you can't teach. You can't teach 6'8", 270. You can't, like Shaq and LeBron are my favorite basketball players because you can't teach nobody that. All you can do is just get out the way.
My favorite outside of MJ is Ben Wallace. You can't teach 6'8", winning what, 4 defensive player of the years with a prime Shaq.
Helicopter arms.
Your favorite is Ben
6'8".
Wallace? That's different.
That's different. That's
6'8",
almost like that's almost like AZ in the
230.
top 5.
Huh?
That's almost. We asked somebody who could name nameless. It's okay. The top 5 rappers, and AZ was in there. Like, that's different. Ben Wallace is different. That's AZ top 5 different. That's
I mean,
those two statements go. You know what I mean? Mount Rushmore.
I mean,
but you're not saying who I think is the better players. It's just my favorite. Like, I love
Right.
watching Ben Wallace. I love him swat. Like, he's 6'8" and was a center, bro. Like, what? Like, against like Yao Ming and like Shaq. Like Shaq at 380. Huh?
Yeah. And then what was it when they played at home? He didn't braid his hair.
No.
Wild.
You know why?
Ben Wallace smoked black.
You know why?
Because he had him twisted up on the road. Let that stuff breathe.
Well, you know why? Because his wife was doing his hair. So when he couldn't get his hair done by his wife, that's why you saw the fro.
Got you.
She was doing his hair.
Got you.
She was holding it down.
Yeah.
But like that man was guard anybody too. Like I love defense. Like I loved like him, Rodman. Like I like that shit. Like I like locking up. Like because that's how I play basketball too. I lock up. So I like that. I like pinning shit against the backboard. I love that shit.
You're that pesky hustle player.
Little Draymond Green, yeah.
I'm the one who's 5'7", 5'8", and I like guarding the guy that's the center. That's me. I like that.
Okay.
That's me. I'll guard the guards, but give me the big guy. Usually when we get on the court, I'm like, yeah, him. I got him. You always want to run a zone? I'll be the middle.
Yeah.
That's the fun stuff. So like with that and with that knowledge, now that you have, obviously I'm an MJ fan, because if I was LBJ, that wouldn't be the case. I would just have somebody else do it.
I like my thing is
Michael passed a lot of people off to Scotty. A lot.
I mean, but
a lot.
At the end of the day, he had one All-Star, and that was Scotty. That went to the All-Star game once.
Scotty's a top 70.
Even though I love Scotty,
and he had him for the whole.
I love
ride.
Scotty.
The whole ride.
I love Scotty. No disrespect to Scotty. They made each other the best scorer and one of the best defenders ever, because they had to play against each other in practice.
And that third guy could revolve. That's okay. Them two was cemented. So.
You know what's crazy? Hey, MJ and Scotty both got better shoes than Bron.
LeBron's so big, his shoes are borderline orthopedic. You know what I mean? They gotta be.
You can't even say that when Shaq probably got better fucking sales.
With the Shaqnosis.
His freaking big ass shoe.
Yeah.
But it was good though, guys. It was good. It's definitely good.
Yeah. I appreciate your time, Felix.
Appreciate you.
Hopefully we'll see you out there, man, in them streets one of these days.
You definitely see me. I'll definitely be at the next Allentowns. Those anybody ever wanted to go to that, I'll always be at Allentown. That's an hour and a half from my house. So I'll always be there. I'll always bring a dog with me just to show off. Anybody wants to see a dog, tell me. I'll probably bring them out. And just guys, get out there. The shows are around. You gotta look. Just look for a show and go to a show. Stop in, see what's up. Even if you go to UKC and just walk in, you don't have to even do nothing. Just go there. Bring your dog. Someone will talk to you, or just you talk to them. Don't be a weirdo.
Yeah.
Go talk to them.
Right. Yeah. Don't be a weirdo.
Don't be a weirdo.
Yeah.
Like we all got dogs. We clearly all have something in common.
Same type of crazy. Yeah.
Like just go. And if you haven't seen the movie Best in Show, it's real life. Okay. This is real dog show life. These are real people. I'm one of those people that was in there, in that movie. The movie Best in Show.
Okay. Let's peep it out there.
Watch that. You'll
All right.
die. You'll die.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
But guys,
All right, Felix, take it easy.
Soundwave out.
All right.
Have a good one.